You know, the only reason I haven't been making videos every day is because of the editing, but I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to make videos that are not highly produced. They're just going to be a day in the life kind of thing, and I'll try and do that way more often. This is where I am right now. I'm in Bishop, California, and it's incredible. I'm at the top of Starlight Drive. Well, I'm not at the top. I'm at the beginning of Starlight, but here we go. This is where I am right now. I've had a few days in the desert, and I absolutely love it. There's the White Mountains over there, and I am gonna practice my guitar a little bit today because I've had some time off, and I am playing in Placerville tomorrow at the Green Room. So this is where I am. Maybe my favorite place on earth, I'm not sure, but anyway, all right, stay tuned, there'll be more. Hey folks, please like and subscribe or build this channel. What kind of strings do you use? Well, this is what I use for my Kirk Sand nylon string guitar, Pro Art half sets. That's what I get because I go through way more basses than I do trebles. I'll change the trebles about every couple of months or so. Depends what the weather's like, how many gigs I've done, but that's what I'm using. Silver plated, they last a little longer. There you go, good old Diodario strings, love them. All right. It's time to put more on. I'll just change those basses here. There's something satisfying about listening to them drop like that. This is something I learned from the late great Buster B. Jones. Pull that all the way tight, and now pull that string under it and then tighten it. And that's not going anywhere at all. And it's going to lock it in and tighten over itself. Okay, same with all of them, of course. So I hate to waste strings, but I hate to waste time even more. So you pull that all the way through. Look at that. Pulling it all the way through. Pull it tight. Just one time it goes over itself. And tighten that up. This is the way I do it. Everyone is different. Okay, let's do that. And then the last one, the fourth one. Fourth string, put them about in the middle. You want the strings to be about where they are. You want the strings to be about in the middle so that they're not being tightened up against one side or another. Here we go. And that's it. Okay. All right. Okay, that's about where they are. So now I'll over tighten them. shouldn't really do this, but it works for me. And then I'll hold each one about 20 seconds. I'll stretch it out like that. Just stretching out that 6th string, just pulling it. You can generally feel when it's about to snap. I just hold it for about 10-20 seconds each one, and I'm going to do that with each string. And then what I do, if I'm changing the strings on a gig day, I'll over tighten them by about a step, and within 2 or 3 hours, you know, if I just do that the day of the gig, within 2 or 3 hours they've settled in, and they'll have settled down to about in tune. And by the time it's gig time, they're right there and they're not messing with you. So the idea is to pre-stretch them. Now, many people will tell you not to do that, but if you're gigging every day, there's no time to let them settle in. You know, if you've got a couple of weeks between gigs or whatever, sure, you can let them settle in all you want. But if you're on the road all the time, you've got one gig after the other, you've done 3 or 4 gigs, and it's time for new strings, and you've got 3 more gigs the next day, you haven't got time to let them settle in. So that's what I do, is I'll over tighten them by about a step and a half, stretch them out 15-20 seconds each, and then over tighten them again. See where they are now. I'll just leave them like that. In about 3 hours they'll be down to in tune. So Siri is telling me 4 hours and 11 minutes from Bishop to Placerville, where I'm playing the green room tomorrow. I will go past Mono Lake. I'll get some video of that, and you'll see that's one of my very favorite places.